Hey guys, how's it going? Jessica here. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a photo shoot from America's Next Top Model where they, and I quote, suspend the girls over a giant hole, end quote. Why are they doing this? Nobody, does anybody ever know? We don't. So we're just going to have to watch and see what they made the girls do this time.
I have no idea what we're going to do when we get to the location.
I do, because I read the description on Wikipedia, and you're probably not going to like it.
I mean, do we really need an ambulance?
They got an ambulance.
Once we walk into the building, we automatically think it has something to do with death.
It's like walking into a haunted house. This looks just like it. You know, when you have to wait in line, and they try to make it look as nasty and scary as possible. This would be a great haunted house. I'm just saying. They just bring the girls in. They're like, this is a warehouse. It's been abandoned for 5,000 years. We're doing actually a whole photo shoot here. So you're going to be suspended from, see this cable right here? We're going to attach you there to this thing right here. Hopefully that works out.
There's like dead birds everywhere and paint's chipping off. Girls and men. When we got to the place where Jay was, I see these huge holes.
Whoa, okay, this is not even just one little hole. It's multiple holes, so you can kind of see from the bottom of the building. If you don't like heights, you probably wouldn't like this one. So what I want to know is which model wrote in her bio that she doesn't like heights on America's Next, but like while trying out for the show. There it is, right there. They take that. They're like, oh, she doesn't like heights. We're going to, first episode. I know this abandoned warehouse. Yeah, there's a dead bird, everything. I think it was a pigeon at some point, but it's good. We got rubble. We got like a single light there. Like a bunch of mold. You'll love it. It's perfect.
When we got to the place where Jay was, I see these huge holes. Very terrified of that. Because my ultimate fear in life is falling.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's a little much. It's like a dark abyss down there. I mean, how far does this go? There's probably like 15 more layers. Reminds me of a cheesecake. Why am I always hungry? I don't know. I'm getting Taco Bell today though. I just thought I should share that with you guys. I just wanted to. And they got rid of the nacho fries at Taco Bell. Why? No one's even listening. You guys are killing me with this B-roll here of this hole.
Fashion editorial wearing incredible designs from Laundry by Shelley Siegel. Now, there's one twist to the shoot.
Is there?
We are going to suspend you from this ledge and shoot you guys hanging over this hole.
I don't want to do this. And I'm very scared. I don't want to die.
Cool, psyched. Meet you downstairs.
Every time they show new B-roll, it's like now there's smoke coming out of here. From where? Where's the smoke coming from? Should we be concerned? Is there like a fire going on down there? Are you guys grilling something? Is there a barbecue happening? I would definitely want to be a part of that. If you're gonna suspend me down to the barbecue, I'll do it. I don't mind.
I was scared of heights, Dad. I wish you could be here.
We're ready to go. You can hold on to the cable.
Oh my god. So that's it. Okay, so they're putting her on a piece of string here. And then she's good to go. They always have to be wearing the heels for these. You can tell none of the girls are really excited about this. Like from the get-go, the second they stepped into the building, you can tell their moods just changed. That's why you never tell America's Next Top Model your weaknesses. If they ask you on that casting sheet, like, what are your weaknesses? What are your fears? Just put losing in a video game or something. Just lie. Here's some ideas of things you can lie about. You could put my cat not loving me. Oh, my computer not turning on. That actually is a fear of mine. My hard drive's not working. Huge fear. Sending a kissy smiley face to the wrong person. I've done that one time. It was really awkward. I had to kind of clear it up with like 15 text messages. No one laughing at your jokes. I've been there. I write that down. Put me in the comedy club. I'll get laughed at by everybody. I'm scared about my favorite show not being renewed for a second season. You could use that one. Use it. I'm not gonna say anything. If you want to get specific and add a certain show, you could do that. But I actually wouldn't, because they actually, who knows? The producers might try to get it canceled, just to see what could happen. You know what I mean? I would put down a show you actually want to get canceled, and then if it does get canceled, you know what's up. Feel free to use any of those. And don't write down what you're actually afraid of, because if you do, you might have just created the concept for your next photo shoot.
Mary Poppins.
Go with the swing, that looks cool. That's cool, yeah. April, no fear, jumped right out there. Not that far, right?
Oh my God.
Whoa, that's really far.
Down a little bit, there you go. That way. There you go.
Looks like they're using a beauty dish here. And then they have a lot of natural light coming in from the windows. So that looks like the light setup for today.
Shandy, she gave a tremendous range of looks. Very subtle, but different. So I was impressed by what she did. Oh my God. You're right on. Just stick it out. I know.
Imagine being the designer and putting so much effort into the clothes only for it to be covered with the harness. They need the harness. I'm not saying don't have the harness, but for the concept, like they're wearing a specific designer and they want to show off those designs, and yet an integral part of it is being covered for safety reasons.
Oh my God. You're right on. Just stick it out. I know it's difficult.
Oh, it's
Very difficult, right? Sarah, she was trying to concentrate on her body so much that she totally forgot what was going on facially. Pull yourself forward. Don't look at me every time either.
I want to have babies. Be careful. Can I let go?
Oh my God.
Let him go.
Okay, this is you have more security when you're at the playground, okay? I swear to God, have you ever went on the swings at the playground? I don't even have a harness when I'm on the swings, and I feel more secure. They got these 2 wires, the harness. Look, I'm not a safety expert by any means, so leave your thoughts in the comments. Especially if you specialize or know anything about this kind of stuff, please share with us. Is this safe? I'm sure that they would not put the girls in an unsafe situation, but it's nice to hear what you guys have to say about this sort of thing. He has like a whole tripod set up. Look at this beauty dish right here. It has like this giant, they have to make sure that doesn't fall. That's not going anywhere. Those lights are expensive.
Can I let go? Okay. Let him go. All right.
Body language is perfect. I'm just trying to get the right left arm forward. Joanna, try and hold the intensity. Just focus it. Joanna was really scattered. I felt like I had to struggle to get her to focus.
You probably have to have a lot of like upper arm strength to do that too, and to be able to pose in certain ways. It's probably very limiting in terms of the posing as well.
Oh, yeah.
She's done. She's got it. Yeah, that's great. Give me the intensity of the eye, but close your mouth. Talk to me with your eyes. Yeah, now close your mouth. Close your mouth. Heather, she had a tricky time out there. It's great. And just have your mouth closed the whole time. Close your mouth.
I would honestly hate to be a model for this photo shoot because the direction is just all over the place. You have people yelling at you every which way.
Whoa. Hey, you be careful. Yeah, there you go. Chin up a bit. Think of eye across your mouth. Janasha's totally unaware of her body, and she doesn't seem to care about anything.
She cares for her life. Okay, that's why she's trying to speed this process up, take the pictures, and let the girl go back to the trailer and take a lunch break. I would totally flop this photo shoot. I'm going straight down. I'll meet you at the bottom. Get the stretcher. I'm going to fall directly onto the stretcher, and they're going to wheel me out.
The chin's a little too high. Intensity. There you go.
Okay.
Nice. Just be aware of your face. Camille, it seemed to get worse the longer she was out there. I don't think it'll work. Close your mouth. That's cool. That was cool. Kick that left heel out. Mercedes had a lot of energy, and she had a good attitude.
Haram. They like show the 2 girls smiling and they cut to her about to cry. Who's the editor for this? You know, I thought the girls were doing a great job, but again, it seemed very limiting with what you could do. Unless you're freaking Hercules and you can do one of the, I don't know, you don't even need to hold on to the little rings. You can do one-handed if you're able to do that. I need both arms. I need both legs in the rings too. Like I gotta hold on for dear life.
It is extremely high. I just did not look down. Just don't look down.
Right now, we're running out of light. If we're gonna do it, we gotta go. We gotta get you dressed and get you up there.
Do you want me to go before you, Katie?
If you're afraid of me, I take care of you, you take care of me.
She's so cute. That is so nice. I love that.
Oh my god. I am petrified, but I can't show it.
Because Kitty was on set.
There's like smoke coming down from there. What? Who lives down there? The Grinch? Is he cooking up something? Does he have a cauldron going?
She's not nervous at all.
It's all good. It's all good.
Notice how she didn't even tip either way at all? That's why we made it. Give her a shot. Try put that other arm back when you twist as well.
Hair back up.
That model, like, she is so impressive. She's scared on the inside, but she's just pushing through it, being super professional.
Hair back up.
That looks good, yeah.
The ring is out in front of you and you're reaching for it. Now bend that elbow. No, not like that. How you?
See, Mara, she had a little bit of trouble.
Again?
Yeah.
I had no attention during my shoot. Something else was going on, and I didn't get any love, basically. But I understand that Jay had to attend to Katie.
All we need is one.
I honestly think that she was better off not having Mr. J directing her, because the photographer's direction was actually really great. He was giving her constructive feedback like, oh, place your arm back here, act like you're reaching for it. I would say that she actually benefited more from him not being there. I'm just saying.
One and say, I gotta go back. I'll take that one from you. Always.
And I have a theory. Mr. J didn't go sit with her to, you know, make sure she's okay. He did it so that this model right here who went before her would notice that he wasn't there giving her direction, and maybe she would regret going before this other model that was super scared, because she could be like, oh, I almost went home because I didn't get any direction from Mr. J because he was too busy with the other girl, and I went before her. Does that make sense? That's my theory. Little things like that. Because there's no reason why he wouldn't go over there just to check in and be like, okay, do this. Oh, you're doing great. You're doing terrible. Whatever it may be. There's no reason why he wouldn't even take a minute to go and just check up on that. He was with the other model. So I think this was purposely done and very calculated. In my opinion, allegedly, just my thought. Leave your comments down below. And do you agree with me or not? Haram.
That's it. That's it. Do you want to come up, Katie? Katie, do you want to come up?
Haram. How can you be okay with doing this to somebody? I get it's a photo shoot. I get it. But if the model is crying on your photo shoot, I think you need to reevaluate what you're doing for a second. You need to take a step back, get a mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, have I gone too far? I'm making people cry just by, I just have a camera in my hand. We're just here to take pictures. Like, is this too much? You can also ask yourself, can this be photoshopped? Can we do that instead? Couldn't you have gotten a bird to do this photo shoot? Where's the bird? Haram, the bird that died. R.I.P. He was on the steps.
Do you want to come up, Katie?
Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm thinking, suck it up and get it over with. You have to do this. You're out here, you might as well do your best.
No one else talk, just me? Okay. Great.
Yes,
Sexy. Chin up just a bit. Give me a little more sexy. There you go. Beautiful. I love it.
Okay.
Katie, you got it. You're done. You are so done.
That was awesome. See, that is a side of Mr. J that I would love to see more of. He's being constructive. He's giving positive feedback. Oh, you're doing amazing. All this. I mean, great. That's amazing. That's how every photo shoot should be. And she did such a good job. She faced her fear. I hate that it had to be in this way over a giant abyss.
Katie hung in there till the very end. A little traumatic for her, but she got the shot.
He's like, it was traumatic. It's going to scar her for life. But we got the shot. We got the shot, everybody. We did it. We pressed the shutter. It would suck if they had like the wrong ISO or something, or he shot in JPEG for that one. Absolutely terrible. He brings her back. He's like, okay, so there was a little mistake here. ISO was a little high. We had too much light coming in. We're gonna put you back on here real quick. I'm gonna put it on aperture priority this time. Don't worry. Okay, so let's go to the judging and see the final photos.
Here's your best shot. Oh, cool. Wow.
The overall photo, I mean, it has good light, but there's nothing really interesting about it to me. And the styling is really everywhere. She has like a feather in her eye for no reason. You can barely even see like the top, which it's supposed to be for a certain designer. It kind of just takes away from it. I feel like this is a lot because they're trying to showcase a certain designer, but at the same time, they got like it just the theme does not go together, I would say. Okay, so this one's actually really cool. I like her pose. Her pose is really dynamic. You know, she's trying to create structure with her body. The composition is kind of throwing me off a little bit because it is top heavy. But I know that they wanted to show the scene. They want to show all these holes. I mean, they didn't shoot here for nothing. So I'm actually glad that they're at least showing the scene. Like, they made the girls do all this, and it actually shows up in the photo. But it just seems way too busy. I'm really not paying attention to the clothes, which is the whole point. Something about the lens that was used or the angle that the photo was taken at, just it's off to me a little bit. I think it's the composition. What do you guys think?
Whoa. You were great.
I like your booty in that.
What? Let's just keep this going, I guess. Where is she's not hanging on to anything back there? Or did they Photoshop it out, the other ring? Yeah, it just the lighting, it just looks like all over the place. It looks like she's almost falling in. She's kind of like holding on for her life at this. Okay, this photo is a little bit cooler because she's closer to the lens. So at least there's a bit more distinction between her and the background. Her knee right here being bent like this. I would have loved to have seen that shape of her leg. I would have probably asked her to bring her leg out. Even just a little bit. Even like this way a little bit. Just to show it a little bit more. And again, just this harness with these straps takes away from the design for me. Other than the leg placement and the harness, I think she did a really good job. I like the light a lot better in this one. Or if it's the toning, I'm not sure. It just looks a bit more contrasted. I imagine something like this is really hard to do. And to make it look very natural, very flowy. I would not be able to do that. I can barely even like walk up the stairs without losing my breath. That's what quarantine has done to me. And I used to be on the tennis team. I used to run all the time. Now I run to the kitchen. I make myself a sandwich and I come back up here and I sit on my computer and I watch TV by myself. Why did I say all that? They got the people with the smoke working overtime. Look at it looks like a cloud down there. It's like another civilization over. It's the angle in which the photographer took these photos because he's kind of taking it here and then the girls are kind of a little bit lower. So their lower bodies, it just makes, it kind of just shortens everything. So maybe it could have just been a change in his angle. And that's what's kind of throwing me off a bit.
It doesn't seem like it represents Camille.
You've got such a strong personality, and I kept trying to get you to give me, energy, but I never got any intensity out of your poses.
I mean, how is that supposed to represent her? She's like dangling in the middle of a hole. How does that represent anybody? I think she did a great job with this pose. She extended her legs out, and I'm seeing more of the outfit for this one. So I think so far she did one of the best, in my opinion. Yeah, I can't see a model using this in her portfolio and then taking it to like a casting.
Oh, I love that. Damn, that's dope.
Were you a dancer?
Just yoga, 6 years.
Okay. It shows. It's really good.
See, you could tell she had some kind of background in it. She can stretch her body, she can kind of hold herself up, she does yoga. I could tell. She kind of killed it. Again, if I zoom in here, the rest of her leg kind of gets lost. You can see right there, it kind of cuts out. And then this arm, again, when she's bringing it to the back, it kind of shortens it a bit.
Have mercy on my soul, child. This is as closed as I found your mouth. There's something that just isn't connecting. It just looks sloppy.
I didn't really have much direction, in all due honesty and fairness to you, because he was comforting Katie.
I knew it. I'm telling you guys, this was all calculated. Oh man, this show is so predictable to me right now. I'm telling you, everything they do on this show has a purpose. Everything. They're not just trying to be nice or, oh, like, let's help you out there. Let's do this for you. Everything has a purpose. And so I knew the second that he probably picked, or whoever probably picked that photo, which was not her strongest photo, purposely to kind of drive the narrative. Oh, you didn't do a really great job. You didn't have too much direction, or whatever it may be. I don't even know I forgot what they said, but they did this purposely. Again, it's supporting this narrative that they're trying to push. I'm telling you guys.
I was out there by myself.
Then you speak up. You say, hey, what about me?
Yeah, I know if you tell Jay, I need you right now. This is an opportunity that can change my life. And you...
Why should the model have to do that? The creative director should be responsible for going and directing the girls. And honestly, I have to say, the photographer was giving her direction. It wasn't like she was left alone by herself. The photographer was there, was giving her feedback. I heard it. So you can't blame it on one person. That's what I'm going to say. So the fact that she didn't have, like, she wanted Mr. J there, honestly, I really felt like she was better off without him there. Because I don't feel like he really adds too much to the photo shoots. The photographer was giving her direction, and I think that should have been good enough. Just straight up honesty. It's kind of sad because she genuinely did something very nice. It was a beautiful moment. You know, she's helping someone get over their fear. And now they've twisted it into something just very almost evil, like trying to pit them against each other almost. That's pretty sad and kind of messed up. Actually, really messed up.
This is an opportunity that can change my life. And you're not directing me right now and being here for every single frame can make me possibly be eliminated. I bet Katie's picture is going to be better than yours. Because Katie was thinking about herself, and you're thinking about Katie.
This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to take a very beautiful gesture and turn it into drama between two girls who, again, were just trying to support each other. They saw all the girls getting along, and they wanted to start drama. They need people to be against each other, and then that person gets isolated and becomes the hated in the house. And the fact that Tyra said, oh, she's gonna have a better picture than you, I guarantee you that she probably had a good picture, they just didn't pick it. And for her, they probably are gonna like go all out, spend 15 hours editing this picture, making sure that they all say that they like it, even though they may not. Maybe it's not the best picture, but they're all gonna say that they like it. All the judges, they're gonna hype her up. Oh my god, this is amazing. And now she regrets it.
A little word to say. No. You realize, yes, Jay was sitting next to me for most of the part. The entire time, he never said a word to me. He was directing Xiomara.
He was directing me, but he was also comforting you as well. It was really confusing. It was really weird. The energy was, and I was comforting you when you were going up too, and you know that, and you know what I said to you.
Boarding school. I don't care what you guys have done. Let's see the picture, please. We need to judge the photograph.
Actually, the blue tights are really cool. Love the blue tights. I mean, it's not like a really super creative pose. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's just okay.
It's kind of fair.
It's It's much better than the other. In fact, it's quite fabulous.
Yeah.
As soon as you gave me this photograph, I took you off, and look, we got a great shot. She only shot 12 frames.
It's one of the strongest pictures.
This rocks.
It's not one of the strongest photos, but it does fit your narrative. So let's see who's in the bottom 2 and who goes home. My guess is she will be in the bottom 2, but she's not gonna go home. They're not creating this drama for no reason. They're not gonna create the drama and then send her home. That would be, they didn't do all this for nothing. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I'm right.
Katie.
See, I told you. They're not gonna get rid of either of them.
Katie, we all have fears, but you cannot let your fears wreck your future. Still in the running towards becoming America's Next Top Model.
She's still there. Who's not surprised that she's in the bottom 2? Just like I said she would be. So predictable. Okay, let's see the speeches that Tyra gives these girls.
Something that the judges don't understand
We just
is
don't
how
understand anything.
the attention that
How did you help somebody? Why would you be nice and a human being? Why would you ever help somebody?
this week since you've been here.
Since you've been here, you need to stop helping people.
Do not call.
Whoever I don't call, you gotta go. You just gotta go to the loft.
Pack your belongings.
And then you gotta pack up and you gotta go. Okay, let's see. Is it gonna be Heather?
Seymour,
What a surprise. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming?
you're gonna make me cry too.
I wanna see you cry, Tyra. Cry. Cry in front of us. Where are the tears, Tyra? We're all waiting. If Mr. J had just done his job, we wouldn't be in this situation. These two girls probably would have been friends. That's all I'm going to say.